Okay, visual venture video. This is streamers willing to do anything for views. Let's watch it.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What's going on anymore, man?
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there.
But just please don't do what I did. Please. Don't be that stupid. I don't know what to do, you know? Life was going so good. I was waking up so happy every single day.
Some streamers don't care about rules. They don't care if they put themselves in danger.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Before we even get to anything, it's getting bad. Like, it's getting so bad. The amount of, like, clip farming that's actually getting so disrespectful and, like morals and all that shit out the window these days. It's like, I don't know. Like, I get it. Did I see Rakai's stream? Yeah, I saw that. But I'm talking about, like, not even still that, because that's kind of crazy. But that's they shit. They want to blow up they shit. But I'm talking about when people are doing shit that involves other people, ruining their other people's quality of life for some clicks and views. That's where it gets bad. I mean, if you want to destroy your own shit for views, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Do whatever you got to do. But once you get to getting in people's faces and clip farming other people and rage baiting people for stream, like, it's getting bad. Like, you don't need to do all that. Like, you want this shit too bad for the wrong reasons. I'm gonna be honest. Because if this is all that you can offer and everything, like, you're gonna have to keep, if this is what you build your career on, you're gonna have to keep doing that, and it's not gonna be good. Like, no cap. Y'all gotta chill with this shit, bro.
They just want people to watch. Today, we're looking at streamers willing to do anything for views. Normie. Normie became famous for suffering on camera. He would put himself through extreme challenges. Then he would live stream the experience for everyone to see. In 2024, Normie made an announcement. He was going to stay awake for 12 days straight. He wanted to set a new world record. He called it Staying Awake for 12 Days World Record Live. But the challenge didn't make sense because this record didn't exist anymore. In 1997, Guinness banned all world records for staying awake. Why? Because it was deadly. Scientific studies suggest that even small amounts of missed sleep can negatively impact our mental and physical health. Other people tried breaking the staying awake record before. Most of them ended up with health problems that lasted 10 years. And in Normie's case, the record wouldn't count, even if he pulled it off. But he didn't care. Normie set up his stream on YouTube. The goal was to go 12 days without sleeping a wink. The world was watching. At first, the stream was fun. Normie was feeling good.
I remember this. I actually really remember this. But then once it got to, like, a couple of days in, and, like, he had to just stand in a corner and try not to fall asleep, and his homies were trying to make him stay awake, like, it got bad fast.
World record.
But as days passed, the tiredness started to show. His speech slowed. He stared off into space. He was even hallucinating. Viewers begged him to abandon the challenge for his own safety. Some tried to find out where he was so they could send medical help.
Have you seen the guy who's not sleeping? It's getting bad. What?
Yeah,
What's going on anymore, man?
Eventually, YouTube started to get worried. They didn't want Normie having a medical emergency on their site, so YouTube shut down the stream. At that point, Normie had already stayed awake for 250 hours. He only had 12 more hours to go. He refused to quit, so Normie set up a new live stream on Kick. Most people think Kick allows more freedom than YouTube, but even Kick thought Normie's stream was too risky, so Kick shut it down. Then they banned Normie so he couldn't start again, but he refused to give up. Normie moved to another platform, Rumble. By that point, he was barely hanging on. His brother kept him awake by splashing water on him and forcing him to stand, but somehow he made it. He stayed awake for 264 hours and 56 minutes. He beat the world record. After that, Normie slept for 38 hours straight. And surprisingly, he didn't seem to have any serious health problems. Clips from the stream went viral. Normie's name was everywhere. And Normie took it up a notch. 2 months later, Normie started something new. He was going to spend 30 days in complete darkness. And of course,
see, this is what I mean, chat. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You dead ass, like, once you start doing shit like this, you can't just chill. You're known for being this person now. You can't just relax. You can't just chill. You have to keep doing this. This is so, it's so stupid. Like, this is going to ruin your eyes. Like, you're going to go, bro.
Of course, he streamed the whole thing live. The room he stayed in was pitch black. The only reason viewers could see anything was because of an infrared camera. The room had nothing but a mattress and basic supplies. But the longer he stayed in the dark, the creepier things got. He started talking to the camera, trying to guess how many days had passed. By day 22, he was biting chunks out of the door. The viewers thought he lost
22.
his mind. Finally, it was day 30. Normie's friends pulled him out of the dark room. The audience watched as he saw light for the first time in 30 days.
Look at the sun.
Why the fuck would you look at the sun?
Normie did it all for views, and it worked. Today, he has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's still doing crazy challenges.
But look at this. Look at the difference though. Like, look at the difference now, chat. 196K, 170K. You know what I'm saying? These are actually staying awake, right? These are all the shits that did good. But then you go to latest, they're not doing good anymore, because this is the only thing you're known for. And if you're not doing a challenge that they like, they're not going to watch. If you build yourself up on something you can't keep doing, you're cooked.
Over 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he's still doing crazy challenges. Imagine spending 5 years in jail because of a live stream. That's what almost happened to our next streamer, Ice Poseidon.
Oh yeah, I remember
Ice Poseidon became really popular around 2016. He streamed himself getting into all sorts of trouble around Los Angeles. The more trouble he caused, the more views he got. Then one day he came up with a new idea. It was going to be the wildest live stream he'd ever done. In 2018, Ice launched the RV road trip. He convinced 14 streamers to hop into an RV and travel across the country. They were streaming 24/7, no breaks, no filters.
We got 14 people, 14 days. Hopefully by the end of it, hopefully in 3 days, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
It didn't take long for the RV to turn into a war zone. Fights broke out every day, and viewers egged them on. It got so bad.
Bro, 14 people in one RV is so... bro, I'd start swinging just because. No cap. Like, I dead ass just start swinging. Whoever's get the fuck out my face. Like...
bad that someone was kicked off of the RV and left in the middle of the desert. The RV was a circus, and Ice Poseidon was the ringmaster. It was like he knew the trip would be a disaster, and he engineered the chaos for views. Years after the first RV trip, Ice went on another adventure. In 2023, he flew to Bangkok, Thailand. His goal was simple: film crazy content that would blow up online. But Thailand isn't like America, and his streams were about to land him in a Thai prison. One night, Ice and his girlfriend were eating at a restaurant. Then they had a dumb idea. He wanted to wear lingerie and give his girlfriend a lap dance right there in the middle of a busy restaurant. And of course, he would stream it live. It was crazy, but he did it. The stream was getting views and reactions online. But there was one thing that Ice didn't consider. Thailand has some of the strictest laws about public decency. Giving a lap dance in public wasn't just offensive, it was illegal. The restaurant manager was furious. She accused them of disrespecting Thai culture. Someone called the police. By the end of the night, Ice was arrested. He was charged with distribution of obscene content. That carried a sentence of up to 5 years in a Thai prison. But Ice got lucky. He spent a couple weeks in jail and was forced to issue a public apology.
I'm being held in Thailand.
Who is this little nigga? I'm sorry. They made that man do a ransom video, right? With a short dude.
For the actions that I've done a few nights ago at a hotel in Bangkok, Thailand. I wanted to make this video to apologize to Mrs. Noprat Oompa.
Then he was released on a $12,000 bail.
Damn.
Ice's lap dancing stream got views, but it also got him arrested in a foreign country. Hopefully he learned his lesson. His next streamer, you guys probably know, he barks like a dog, but the internet loves him for it. Ice shows speed. Speed is only 20, but he already has 4.2 billion views online. And that's because he is unpredictable. Sometimes he barks, roars, shouts, or twerks at the webcam for no reason at all. His unpredictability made him famous, but as more people tuned in, he took his craziness to the next level. It was the 4th of July, 2022, Independence Day. Speed decided to celebrate live on stream, but his idea of celebrating was insane. Speed lit a giant Pikachu-shaped firework inside his bedroom. Not outside, not in the park, right in his room, surrounded by furniture, wires, and stuff that could easily catch fire. The second he lit the fuse, sparks flew in every direction. At first, Speed laughed it off, but the sparks kept flying and he panicked. It seemed the room would catch fire, but it didn't. The sparks died down and nothing caught on fire. Clips of the live stream went viral.
This is the most obvious thing not to do, but also for some reason on July 4th, all Americans become slightly dumber.
Yeah, he genuinely could have burnt down his house.
A Reddit user summed it up perfectly. People will do the dumbest things for internet fame. You'd think nearly starting a house fire would be a one-time thing, but not for Speed. He did it again. Fast forward to October 2023. Speed was streaming from his room. Suddenly, he pulled out another Pikachu firework.
Pikachu! Let's go!
He lit the fuse, and fireworks exploded all over his room.
Bro,
Sparks
Speed is a... Speed's a guy, man. I don't know. I don't even know what category to put Speed in at this point. Speed is just he's a different breed, bruh.
hit the curtain and bounced off the walls. It was everywhere. Speed grabbed a pillow, trying to block the sparks. Once again, it seemed the room might go up in flames. Somehow, he got lucky. The fireworks burned out before anything could catch fire. Just like last time, the video went viral. But this time, many of his fans weren't laughing. They were worried. His behavior was dangerous. If the fire caught, it could spread to other homes. Yet, Speed's fan base kept growing. People still loved him. The year after almost setting his room on fire, Speed was named Streamer of the Year.
Yep.
This next streamer has been in and out of jail so many times, it's almost like he enjoys getting arrested. Vitaly. Today, Vitaly
Isn't Vitaly facing charges right now?
is a streamer, but when he first started out, he was a prankster.
Yep.
His first viral video was titled Miami Zombie Attack Prank. Vitaly dressed up as a zombie and chased random people through the streets of Miami.
Right during that
the video
bad
blew up
time.
and made Vitaly a star, but it also set the stage for all the chaos that came next.
Yep.
A few years later, Vitaly uploaded another video. It was titled Russian Hitman Prank Gone Wrong. This time, he dressed as a Russian gangster. He would walk up to random people and drop a briefcase beside them. Then he would tell them they had 60 seconds to run away from the briefcase. Naturally, people thought there was something terrifying in there, so they took off running. It wasn't long before someone called the cops. Vitaly was arrested for charges related to device threats. Eventually, the charges were dropped. When Vitaly posted the Russian Hitman video, it went viral, and he learned a twisted lesson. Breaking the law to go viral was worth the risk, so Vitaly took his troublemaking global. In 2014,
But see, here's my thing. Like, so why did he go back to this style of content? Because wasn't he doing pred catches? I mean, niggas was getting fucking punched in their face, but he was doing pred catches with celebrities a couple months ago. Why did he go back to this style of content? I don't
Vitaly
know.
interrupted the World Cup final in Brazil. He ran across the field with the words "natural-born prankster" on his chest. Security tackled him and he spent the night in jail. But he got the attention he wanted. In 2020, Vitaly flew to Egypt and climbed one of the pyramids. That was illegal too. Egyptian police arrested him. He spent 5 days in jail. Then he was deported and banned from Egypt for life. That became his pattern. Travel the world, do something illegal, get arrested, go viral, gain followers. Vitaly was an international troublemaker, but he was about to mess with the wrong country. Earlier this year, 2025, Vitaly flew to the Philippines to film there. This time he was live streaming instead of pre-recording content. It didn't take long for him to stir up drama. In one stream, Vitaly threatened to rob a woman. In another, he stole a police officer's hat and ran.
He was caught harassing a Filipina. He tried grabbing the cap of a security guard, as you can see there. And then there were other acts that he committed.
Vitaly called it content. Viewers called the police. Filipino police tracked him down and arrested him. He was labeled an undesirable alien. That's a legal term for foreigners who break local laws or disturb the peace. And as I'm making this video right now, Vitaly is being held in a detention center. He's facing multiple charges, including harassment and attempted theft. killed. If convicted, Vitaly could spend years in a Filipino prison. He treated getting arrested like part of the job. Maybe this time he's finally gone too far. Up next is someone who will do anything to be the best. KISSIMMEE.
Yep.
In early 2024, KISSIMMEE was the king of Twitch. He had more subscribers than anyone else, and he was obsessed with being #1. But on September 30th, Kai woke up to bad news. Another streamer called VTuber Iron Mouse passed him. Iron Mouse now had about 326,000 subscribers. That was about 20,000 more than Kai. That meant Iron Mouse was now the top Twitch streamer. Kai wanted to be back on top no matter what it took, so he came up with a plan. Something guaranteed to bring in subscribers. He was going to stream for 30 days non-stop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Kai had done a 30-day stream before and it was exhausting, but he was willing to endure anything to be #1 again. Kai called it MafiaThon 2 and it kicked off on November 1st, 2024. Amazing. Kai's room became
amazing piece of content, I'm not gonna lie.
His stage. He gamed, he sang, he hosted celebrity guests. He even slept live on camera. But after 3 weeks without a break, Kai made a disturbing announcement. He was coughing up blood.
Yeah,
this morning, I was coughing up blood this morning, right in the cup. Look at that cup, there's blood, there's spit. I am sick, cause my chest is all clogged.
Viewers panicked and made headlines. Most people would have ended the stream right then, but not Kai. He had 8 more days to hit 30. Kai was beyond tired, but he was desperate to keep people watching. He needed something shocking to hold their attention. And that's when Kai called in a magician. Kai invited a magician called Max Major onto his stream. The plan was simple: do a few magic tricks, get some laughs, keep the energy up.
Alright, see, this wasn't his fault though. Yeah, that was the magician's fault. He called in a magician because the same magician was there. But yeah, he was the one who tried to finesse the viewers in regards to that. That wasn't his fault. So like, yeah, he did anything for the views necessarily, but he didn't set up that prank for the views. He just wanted the guy to come and show his magic skills and shit.
But one trick went too far. As part of his act, Max set up 3 nooses on a wooden frame. It was like something used to hang criminals in the olden days. And he told Kai to pull one of the handles in front of him. If Kai pulled the wrong one, Max could possibly lose his life.
Kai, there's 2 handles left. There's 2 ropes left. It's 50-50. When I'm ready, you're gonna pick a handle, you're gonna pull it. But this time there's a little bit more on the line.
But when Kai picked the handle and pulled, Max's body jerked into the air. Kai pulled the wrong handle. For a few horrifying seconds, everyone thought they just saw a man lose his life on camera. But it was all part of a very realistic trick. Max the magician was fine. No one was hurt. But the viewers weren't laughing. They expected a magic show. Instead, they were scared and they blamed Kai. But Kai wasn't to blame because neither he nor his team knew the details of the prank beforehand. But controversy or not, Kai wasn't stopping the stream. And a few days later, he hit the goal. 30 days of non-stop streaming. He ended the stream with over 7.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have stopped the stream either. This nigga just almost sabotaged my shit. The stream was going well until this shit happened. I'm not gonna let one thing come in and ruin the whole flow of what I got going on and shit that I paid for.
128,000 subscribers. That was more than double Iron Mouse's 326,000 subscribers. Kai is still one of the biggest streamers ever, and I admit he's a really entertaining dude. Even the biggest streamers do dumb things for views, just like this next story.
Who's this?
Dr. Disrespect.
Oh, of course.
No one did streaming like Dr. Disrespect. He wore sunglasses, a wig, and a fake mustache. He was always trash talking. Every live stream felt like a show, and fans couldn't get enough. In 2017, he won Streamer of the Year. Then he made a dumb decision. He was trying to get a few extra views, so he filmed something that should have never been on camera. It happened in June 2019 at the E3 gaming convention in LA. Dr. Disrespect wanted to give his fans a behind-the-scenes look, like they were right there walking beside him, but he took the idea of capturing every moment a little too far. While live on stream, Dr. Disrespect walked into a public bathroom, but he didn't turn the camera off. There were people inside, some at the urinals, others washing their hands, and Dr. Disrespect was streaming. It wasn't just awkward, it was illegal. In California, it's a crime to film inside a public restroom. There were more than 60,000 viewers watching. Social media went crazy. People bombarded Twitch and E3 E3 with
He got banned
complaints.
for that,
Dr.
yeah.
Disrespect suddenly realized he was in trouble. Twitch slapped him with a 2-week ban, and E3 kicked him out of the convention. A week later, he posted an apology. He said, "We were so into the E3 IRL journey that we became a little
Damn,
blind
RIP
in what's
RIP E3, bro. I really wish like I could experience that, bro. There's no more E3, bro. Damn, bro. E3 used to really be like the shit, bro.
okay and what's not okay. We had no ill intentions. The scandal eventually died down. Twitch lifted the ban, and Dr. Disrespect started streaming again. He's gotten into a few more scandals since then, but that's a story for another day. This next streamer almost put someone in the emergency room. Carl Reamer.
Who the hell is this?
Carl Reamer didn't seem like the type to do something crazy for views. He was a professional Call of Duty player. He had more than 100,000 followers on Twitch. He was part of an esports team. He wasn't involved in any kind of drama. But one day, Carl got caught up in the moment, and he did something that made him go viral for all the wrong reasons. It was March 4th, 2020. Carl went live from his bedroom like usual, but that night, things were different. For one, Carl had been drinking. You can tell by the way he slurred his words.
Oh, I remember this nigga. Damn, I remember all these moments, chat, actually.
Then he started ranting about people who were calling him broke. He was trying to act tough, like he was trying to scare those calling him broke. So he reached off camera and
Grabbed
pulled out
his
a pew
gun.
pew.
Yep.
Say I ain't got money. Say I ain't got money.
The bullet smashed into his computer setup. Carl was frozen in shock.
He shot, yeah, he pulled his gun and shot it on stream because he was drunk. He was actively handling a live weapon while drunk.
He quickly ended the stream, but it was too late. Thousands of viewers saw the whole thing. By morning, the clip was viral. It seemed everyone was talking about Carl.
And it accidentally fires while he's on air. And I guess he ruined a $1,000 monitor.
And there were serious consequences. First, Twitch banned Carl for violating their firearms policy. Then his esports team dropped him the same day.
Damn. I mean, I can understand. Like, it's one thing to accidentally shoot your gun, but if you're actively handling a gun while drunk, that's totally different.
Carl's career was in free fall, so we made a YouTube video to apologize.
Last night, I was being stupid on my stream, as I normally am, but I'll just kind of roll this clip so that you can understand if you haven't seen it already.
He begged fans not to copy him.
But just please don't do what I did. Just please, don't be that stupid. I don't know what to do, you know? Life was going so good. I was waking up so happy every single day.
Damn.
Since getting banned from Twitch, Carl moved his streams to YouTube, but it was never the same. No matter what he did, someone in the chat always brought up the incident. It happened in 2020, about 5 years ago, but it seems that Carl might never live it down. People call this next streamer evil because of what she did on camera. Natalie Reynolds.
Oh,
Natalie
this
Reynolds
bitch, bro.
would do anything for attention, even if it meant annoying or offending people. She would go to strangers' homes, ask weird questions, and live stream the reactions.
Hi, I had a question. I was wondering if you guys have any children.
They're not here right now.
Oh, I wanted to do a social experiment. I have this white van that says free candy on it, and I wanted to see if they...
Bro. This is what I'm talking about, chat. Like, niggas is doing anything for clicks and views. You're corny. This is corny, bruh.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Another time, she went to a gym wearing nothing but body paint. People noticed and called her out. Her content was offensive, but Natalie loved the drama. Then came the braid incident. Natalie got into a fight with a woman who was upset that Natalie was wearing braids. After the confrontation, Natalie posted more videos showing off her braids. She just loved stirring the pot. That was her thing. Push buttons, start drama, and get views. But what she did next wasn't just annoying.
So not
thing.
only
Push
are
buttons,
you,
start
like,
drama.
Like, look at what she has on, chat. Like, I don't give a fuck if you got braids, but like, do you see? You know what I mean? And then you go up to a woman, like you deserve to be smacked the shit out of. I'm gonna be honest. Somebody deserve you. I'd probably smack the shit out of you. I'm not gonna lie.
And get views. But what she did next wasn't just
problem,
annoying.
Exactly. The problem isn't that you're wearing the braids. The problem is the intentions you have with wearing them. You're not wearing them because you like them. You're wearing them because you want to be a nuisance. You want to push buttons. You want to be offensive. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it with ill intent.
Was deadly. In May 2024, Natalie live streamed herself walking around Austin, Texas. She was taking part in a scavenger hunt. It was a challenge where streamers had to find hidden items to win a prize. As part of the challenge, Reynolds needed to find an RFID scanner. The search led her to a lake. She thought the scanner might be in the water. That's when Natalie saw a woman sitting nearby, and she made her an offer. She promised to give the woman $20 to get the scanner from the lake. The woman said she couldn't swim, but Natalie didn't care. She kept pressuring the woman to jump in.
You should jump in. All right. And I think if you jump in, you'll be able to find the scanner.
All this time, Natalie kept streaming. Finally, the woman jumped. But since she couldn't swim, she started to drown. Natalie didn't seem bothered. She giggled as the woman struggled. Somebody nearby called 911. That's when Natalie and her crew did the worst thing. They jumped into a car and sped off. They left the woman in the water fighting for her life. As viewers watched in horror, one left a comment. So they walked away instead of pulling her out of the lake. Emergency workers seemed to have made it just in time to save the drowning woman. Meanwhile, Natalie's stream went viral. Thousands saw what she did and they were furious.
Natalie Reynolds, a name I wish I didn't have to say. I don't even want to give her the recognition by saying her name. An evil, evil, scummy person.
It's not often a girl makes my influencer sociopath list, but here we are. Natalie Reynolds. Absolutely dominating the global online competition for lowest IQ behavior.
Natalie.
Like, chat, you know, they say if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. I'm trying my damnedest not to say nothing because, like, right now, boy, I'd say some not nice things. Maybe even get banned.
She tried to defend herself in a follow-up stream, then vanished from the internet for months. But in early 2025, she came back with an apology. Natalie also said she was in legal trouble because of the drowning incident. Investigations were ongoing, but it wasn't looking good for her. She was put on house arrest because of the incident. In the end, Natalie didn't go to jail. At least, not yet. But the internet may never forgive her for what she did to that woman.
Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off.
Woman. These stories prove one
dead ass attempted murder, but
thing.
whatever. That's
not all attention
it's because she's white, but whatever,
is
that's
good attention. My friends, views come and go, but mistakes stay on the internet forever.
That's fine.
Visual Venture.
W Video. Shout out Visual Venture, man. W.